What up, YouTube? Lagging on the beat. Back again with another video tutorial on FL Studio, FL gang. Once again, I'll be using Omnisphere as a VST. Basically, I've already made the beat. I've already got everything together. I just kind of want to go through and show you some of the things that usually I'll do when I want to finish a beat and put it in its entirety and throw some bars on there for people and set it up for it to be an actual song. I'll show you the intro, I'll show you where the verse starts, and then I'll show you a hook or a chorus, whatever you want to call it, and then I'll show you how to put the next verse in, and then so and so to the end of the song. It works for me every time, and anytime I send anybody beats, they usually can catch what I'm trying to go for whenever I do it. So stick around and check it out, bitch. Alright, motherfuckers, so this is what I got so far. I've got everything that I'm going to make for the beat right here. I might throw a FX in there to kind of give it a better drop whenever I bring drums in and out, but other than that, this is what I got. I'm going to mute this 808 for a second so you can hear what I've got. So as you can tell, it's pretty much already made. I just need to lay it out how I would lay it out, and then put my tags on it, which I probably won't put in the video because that's just boring and nobody want to see how I do my tag. And if you do, write it down in the comments, but I doubt you do. So the first thing I'm going to do is, usually I have the top, I'm sure I'm going to piss off other producers that I collaborate with, but usually my top first two tracks are going to be melody and counter melody. So the first melody, I usually go like this. I'll play the first, I consider this a pad in the beginning, and then after the first 4 bars, I'm gonna add in right here the counter melody. And then after that, I feel like we can bring the drums in, but that'll come in over here. So I'm gonna highlight this, copy it one more time, put it right there. And then I can't forget about that synth bass that I made earlier, which is going to go in the beginning. I feel like it's a really good warm-up for a song. And then at this point, we're going to try this as an experiment. So what I've got going on so far is basically just, how I would put the beat together. So this is the intro, still building the beat up, and then it's going to drop right here. Some people might say that it takes too long for a fucking beat to start, but whatever, motherfucker. Give it some theatrics. If I said that right, give it some life. You don't. I mean, you can just jump into a beat, but I like to create ambience or like a certain type of feeling. So far, what I've got is this. Yeah. Metro Boomin, what's up, man? My kicks are pattern 5. I'm gonna delete those now. Okay, see, here at this 29 is usually when I bring the hook back in. I don't like for people to be rapping for days and days on. I like quick, clean verses that come in and out real quick and catch your attention, and that's it, So I usually do about this much. This is all a verse right here, all of this from 13 to 29. That is a verse. This is the intro. Okay? Now, after the verse, we usually switch into the hook. So I like the synth bass. I'm going to bring that back in right over here. And I have not EQ'd or done any of this properly or mixed it properly how I normally would. So what I'm going to do is let you guys hear what it sounds like when the 808 bleeds over into a synth bass. It sounds like shit. So I'll show you how to clean it up and make it sound good. So we'll put it here. See, you can barely hear it, but if you can hear it, you know, it sounds like shit. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to go to your 808 pattern, which is, I believe is this one right here. I always do this. I'm going to take that and drag it all the way there. And then Control A, still hold the control, and then press L. So now what this does is basically anytime this right here, after this fourth bar, when this ends, that 808 will be cut off. But to finalize that, I have to do this. So go here, press the middle one. Basically, you're turning all the knobs to the left except for the third one right here, the hold. You're going to pull that all the way to the right. So that helps it, you know. Let me just show you. So we'll go back. Perfect. So, normally on my my hook, I will throw in, with a dark beat like this, I like to throw in a choir. It really brings the darkness out of a beat. Like, it's crazy how much it can make your beat sound so evil and crazy. You know, you just got to know what you're doing. So I go here. I usually go to human voices, and it's the first top ones. It's this voice, choir, and solo wheel. This is my go-to. I should 5-star that. Boom. Every time. This one always works. So we'll turn that down so the volume's not too loud. I'm going to paste the first melody from pattern 1 and put it onto that pattern 8, and then I'm going to throw it right here on the track list. So it should sound way more dark now. I'm a fucking genius at this shit. So I don't know music theory very well, and I can't tell you everything, you know, how everything is supposed to be professionally. But as far as FL Studios goes, I got this shit down pretty fucking good. So what I'm gonna do now, what I just did was copy the first verse and pasted it over here, which is gonna be the second verse. So this is how it's gonna go, from the first verse to the hook to the second verse. Second verse is covered. If you didn't notice it or wondering what I was doing, excuse me, I was trying to cut this off, the drums, the first 2 bars. I seen this in a Murder Beats video. I'm not gonna act like I didn't see it. You know, that's how I found this out. And when you take out 2 bars, because there's 4 right here, right? If you take out 2 bars of the drums, it just gives it a drop. So it's good. It gives your beat dimension and it builds fucking character. So what I'm going to do now is I have a second verse. I usually just try to keep it at 2 verses. I don't really like having like long ass beats because nobody's going to fucking listen to it that long. So I highlight the verse and the hook. I'm gonna copy it and paste it over here in front of the second verse. So it's gonna jump back into the hook again. And normally right here, this is where I'll put my producer tag, or any effects. And then the last, part that I usually do will be, I go up here and I press Control and I click with the left side of the mouse or whatever, drag it over to the 77 right here. It's not, you don't have to go based off of these numbers, but I usually try to take the last 8 bars at the end of my song and highlight it, and then I'll hit this right here, which is the mixer, go to the volume knob, which is right there, right click it, create automation clip, check back, boom, there's this automation clip. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the right side, drag it down, okay? So let's start here, 61. Perfect. We got an ending to a song. We got an intro, building the beat, the verse, the hook, the second verse, the hook, the ending of the song. There's that took me not that long to build it, and making the melody beforehand was not very hard either. So this is a quick fucking beat, and people make money off of this shit. So stick with it, keep producing. That's about it. I kind of just wanted to show you how to arrange it. I guess you can say this is a second arrangement tutorial, but at the same time, I feel like this is a Metro Boomin tutorial. So I want to show you guys one last thing. Here's the piano, what it looks like, or my melody. That's the key melody, and then I got a counter melody, which is this. Not very much. It's just simple shit, And you learn it throughout music theory and learning from other tutorials, and just keep practicing and you'll get better at this shit. So thank you for checking in. Lagger on the beat one last time. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll be posting this shit back and forth like a fucking crack addict. There you have it. I consider that like a Metro Boomin type beat. I'm not even looking at the camera. I consider that a Metro Boomin type beat. I like the bounce, I like the darkness to it. Quick, easy tutorial on how you can arrange a whole fucking song really easily with everything in contact. Intro, verse, hook, ending, just like that. So if you found anything helpful, you learned something, that's fucking awesome. Keep grinding, keep making beats, and I'm out.